last week. Okay? Like, I had an amazing week last week. I felt like I was extremely productive and working on my mission, my values, and my vision, especially for this because...
Frustrating, you said.
It was frustrating.
And first take, why? Because of work.
Work, yes, work.
Anything else? How's your pup doing?
My dog's doing good. He's living life.
Big old head. I saw a video
fat head.
like yesterday, and it reminded me of him. It was just some dog being cute.
He's spoiled. He has clothes. I dress him.
Minnie doesn't wear clothes.
Well, but maybe you should.
She doesn't like clothes, is what I mean.
Your dog's not classy.
She is classy. She
your dog's not.
Your
dog doesn't wear clothes. It's not classy, all right? Now, make sure you clothe your dog, people.
Yeah. So, what happened in your life? What happened in your week?
It's only Monday.
Right, and we did only film like half a day ago. The last episode. No, we filmed last Wednesday.
I think what we were trying to do is film Wednesday so we can upload Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So that's not gonna get uploaded till Sunday.
Till Sunday, right.
Alright, so my week so far has
since Wednesday.
Since Wednesday last week. It's been good.
I mean, yeah.
But then I was also telling myself, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my body back. And like, I just couldn't cut. I couldn't like break skin, and that was just hard. And in doing that, like, I already have, issues with hating myself. And in doing that, I got upset at myself for not having the courage to, take my body and do it. Because I'm not doing it for these other people. I'm doing it for me. And why do I let other people control my body so much and I can't? And I got angry at myself. And that's when I was so...
So if you're noticing that I'm getting skinnier, that's good. But it's not good because I haven't been eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's just like reinforcing, it's like reinforcing bad behaviors. Like unhealthy behaviors. Not eating is not good for you, obviously. But if your goal, she was just like, so she was just like, it's really convenient how you suffer from feeling like you're too fat or too big, and your method of self-harm when it comes to an eating disorder is to purge and not eat versus binge and eat everything.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's just crazy how it's just really coincidental. And she's like, and you just won't eat. And you'll feel good about it. And that's probably why you're feeling good, because people are complimenting you on being skinny and you're not eating, which is something you enjoy not doing, which is not healthy. So you're probably not really feeling well. And I just started crying. I was like, can I just have a good day, please? I just want to have a good day without like feeling like I need everybody else's approval that I'm not fat. And like, calm down. Breathe, grounded myself, did that whole like 5 sights, smells, what you can hear, all those things for, And so I calmed down, went back to it, but it was just still building up. And then like I went to try and leave and let them know I was about to go take care of my stuff. And then it just exploded. I exploded out, burst out crying in front of the entire office, like everybody, like officers, sergeant major, staff NCOs, everybody. And
my first one is making like desserts and stuff for either you or your friends.
I'm gonna make chocolate chip banana bread tonight. That's why we're gonna go grocery shopping.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
So
I did puzzles.
Oh.
I love doing puzzles because it depends on your disorder too. So like people that have the bipolar or ADHD or whatever like me, it helps stimulate your brain to think. And like for people that have bipolar, your body is restless. So when it comes to trying to sleep at night or whatever, it helps stimulate your brain to think and keep going. It's a focus. It helps you focus on one thing. Like you want to get it done and you're trying to connect. I don't know. It's like it helps stimulate my brain and helps me to focus doing something.
Yeah. Well, and while I was cooking, that was also kind of helping me relieve some. But it was so bad because I was dropping so much stuff because of how much I was shaking.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just gonna go play some zombies after I finish, and it just relaxed all of it. It got my mind. The only thing I was focused on was killing anxiety.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to talk about medications. I feel like support is the biggest thing to have during medication changes. It is very hard because, especially with certain disorders and with medications in general, some are stronger than others and some are not as good. But, through my med changes, I've had to go through trial and error, and I still am doing that.
How long have you been on meds or taking
I've
them?
been on meds since I got to outpatient, like I think January. February, I think I got February or March. I think it was March. Yeah,
You don't have to.
good.
Yeah, you don't have to do it all. And then right up under that, I wrote, "These don't do it all." And I drew an arrow down to the meds because I would feel like a lot of times like the meds are helping. Like I couldn't go to sleep. Well, did you do Did you do good sleep hygiene? Yeah, sleep hygiene. Like, did you calm down, read a book, do a puzzle, bring your brain down from the intensity of the day? Did you are you eating? Are you still active? Medication. What are you doing? I know for me, for a long time, I wanted everything to work for everything. And when it did not, it was like either one, I wanted new meds, two, I'm not working. The meds work, I just suck. Which makes no sense. All right, guys. So our main content this week, as you can tell by the name.
Farted.
As you can tell by the name, she always farting. As you can tell by the name.
You better hurry. I'm ready to start on it.
I don't even know the name of the video. So, but anyway, on our website right now, there's a link that is available, and it's to Mental Health America, and they have on there
18 to 24.
a screening test for you to be able to take. You can send a link to your friends and families and whatnot, and it's just a quick, free, easy little screening test just to kind of help you understand if whether or not you're experiencing some symptoms of certain different mental health issues. It's Star Crunches. You know, see Star Crunch? You don't like Star Crunch?
Can I eat your...
Yeah, that's fine.
What kind of place does he have snacks?
The kind of place that doesn't eat and has an eating disorder and don't eat. That kind of place. Surviving something that is extremely difficult and makes you feel completely weak and like you're not going to get through it. Surviving through that creates strength, right? Whether you know it in the moment or not, because it might feel like this sucks. Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why is the world crumbling down on me, or whatever the case may be? And eventually like just the fact that you survived it, whether you were beat up the whole time, like then sprayed with a fire hose from the firefighters, and then lit on fire. At the end of the day, you survived it. Whether you're in a coma, you survived it. Makes you stronger. What doesn't get you can probably not in the moment make you stronger, but eventually you're gonna be stronger. You're gonna have flame-resistant skin. You have flame-resistant skin. I mean, now take that analogy and put it to mental health. Let's say you go through some... So, relationships. What are your relationships like with people?
Fine.
Yeah, we all know. Either I give to everybody, to all my friends and loved ones and romantic relationships, and give not to myself at all, and then I end up crashing hard. I know that. So, but how are your relationships? You got a good friendship going on right now?
Did we cut off on time or
Look, at this point, I'm tracking time. We are in. Oh, that's not showing me how much. All right. I don't even know if they sell jewelry. Jewelry.
They do.
Jewelry.
All right. Well.
Got jewelry dude.
My relationships are better than where they were before. Learning how to communicate better with people. Keep an open mind about things.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes, I learned how to come in with low expectations. Sometimes if you expect, a lot from somebody, you can't.
Yeah.
Just hope for the best.
See, and that's the...
A year? Long time than that.
8th grade. 8th grade was the last time I actually read a book. I've since then, when I was in high school, Spark Noted everything. When my teachers and whatnot learned about Spark Notes, Cliff Notes. I'm not reading the most reading, and I barely even read the Spark Notes and stuff. Like when I'm in that depressive phase, like that orb is so thick, it just feels like everybody can see that I'm in this orb. Everybody, no matter where I go. And again, it's an invisible orb. Obviously, like I can't, like I'm not gonna walk into the grocery store and everybody's gonna see my invisible orb. But because of how thick it is and how much it is, it feels like I walk anywhere and everybody's like, oh, he's effed up, he's screwed up, like, and and just knowing that weighs you down even more. It makes your orb bigger and bigger, and so big.
When it talks about right here, so it says the problem with controlling behavior is not part of higher power's purpose for your life. When we engage in patterns outside of our higher power's purpose, for us, joy and peace will leak out of our lives. And then it goes on, you know, talking about fear. And that's what really stuck to me was the fear.
Yeah.
Because controlling is something behind it in fear. And it talks a lot about, like, fear. And, like, we're able to control our own thoughts. And, you know, it goes on and it talks about we're able to control our own thoughts, our feelings, actions, everything. But we cannot control others. And...
So, song of the week is
Frozen.
No, so
you wanna build a snowman?
I think so. We're probably gonna make it a whole episode, but I'm not sure yet. But there was one song in the second Frozen, which the second Frozen was like so much more adulty, right? Like it was like what the first Frozen came out in 2013. I was in college in 2013 before the Marine Corps. So like what 2013 was 8 years ago? 8 years ago. Yeah, it came out 8 years ago, and like so I guess fast forward to 8 years or I guess 6 years, something like that, and like they're all grown, so like they're actually talking about like legitimate grown up stuff. But you know, losing literally everything, and you're not only did you lose everything you know about reality is wrong and whatnot, because you know like Elsa's like final thing was to show her like that her family, like her history family, what do you call that when you her grandparents,
ancestors,
history family,
ancestors.
Well, ancestors, but
down
I think it was her
line.
granddad. It was her granddad. I said history family, such a great word. But her granddad like was a bad guy and blah blah blah. Song of the week is from our favorite movie soundtrack thing, Lion King.
I watched The Lion King.
You've never seen The Lion King?
I've only watched it like once. Just continue.
Well, okay, what's like the only two songs you know?
I feel like I'm high off my end.
You said what? What was that?
Valencia.
Valencia. I'm sure.
Valencia.
There was like specifically one relationship where I just acted a fool the whole time, and I did not know why. I was like crazy over this boy, and I mean, it was just, I don't know. I never acted so wild. It was like, oh no, I'm okay in the morning, get breakfast, and then I hold in the grudge all day, and then when it's like time to go to bed, he'll like go to sleep, and like I'm like, oh, so he must not care that I'm upset. And I'm like, so you just gonna go to sleep, like not asking me what's wrong? And anyway, so I used to be crazy, right, in that relationship, and